Mushkate Bujiki Indigo. I finally got this set up for my laptop, and I'm finally just glad I did that because it's just some of these devices are take forever to download. I know this will be faster, and you know my name, Mushkate Bujiki, Sage Eater, Kigun Didodum. My fish clan is with my mom. Aki and Donji, I come from the earth, and today's sorry. I was going to talk to you more about midodosiwiin. Today, I talked to you earlier. I said some stuff about midodosiwiin, and we all know that's the sweat lodge. I'll keep reminding you about sweat lodge because a lot of people are talking about sweat lodge, and I'm not quite sure if they know what they're doing or whatnot. I can't say that. I know that there's things going on out there in Indian country and other places. And I'd like to clarify a lot of stuff. Like I clarified earlier about when people start saying only certain people could come in. Oh, this is my room, by the way, up in where I work. And they clarify stuff, yeah. And about the medodots like you're in your mother's womb. It also means your mother's breasts. Well, I know a lot of people shun upon that, but that's the meaning of all of that is. I can't I can't make up something and say, oh no, it doesn't mean that. It does mean that. And it's just it all has to do with women because women are the ones that give birth and so on and so forth. About could go on a lot about all these teachings coming from women. They do. They come from women because originally women were always the leaders before. Not really that long ago, like even in Roseau River, where my mom comes from, I know that they had like three leaders. One was for the spiritual, one was for the community, and one was external. They had that for a long time because there was a very big reserve community. I don't like saying reserve, very big community. Monte Na is like the gathering of hearts, like a big town or whatever. Place. Monte Na. Monte again is the heart, but it's like they're all there, and even have relatives in White Earth and Red Lake because that was part of Roseau. Roseau was a very big community. It was also very they persecuted. I mean, it was not. It was like strangled into submission. I don't want to go too much into that. It's just a long, too much. It's just the way it is there, I'm not gonna cut up it in any way because people are suffering or having a hard time. It's not by their own doing, it's because of resources and so on and so forth. I don't want to get political because I have a politics major in justice and law and politics. And I know a lot of stuff about that and I keep studying about it. I don't want, this is not what that's about. It can be, but it's not. I mean, I'm not. There's two different things. I don't want to contradict myself. Midodosiwiin is what we're talking about. Midodosiwiin. That's what lodge. And then they may say it differently in different languages. I'm not sure because I know they have them all over the place. So a lot of people have told me that. Just oh yeah, hey, we have this where we come from. Even in the South American people, where. What I wanted to talk to you about is the rocks that are being put into the sweat lodge. I wanted to expand more from my last time, and I feel comfortable I could go longer because this will go at least maybe 15 minutes, whatever. Anyway, they call it the crib. That's where they have the crescent moon. There's like a crescent moon, and a little bit further they'll have a Gakinawanji big wig. They call it. That's the sacred altar. They put all of the sacred items there, like the medicines, the pipes, pogon, mishkiki, medicine, and then they have like a cedar trail that goes all the way around the crescent moon, and it goes into the lodge, right? And then around the lodge there's another hole. There's a hole here for the rocks, and there's a hole inside for the rocks when they're burning. And then there's a certain way that they make. I've made when it comes to midodosiwiin. I take a lot of time and care and doing it. I don't just put it together really fast because people get healing and you don't want to do it in the strong way. Oh, hey, listen. Don't ever put sulfur rocks or rocks like limestone. I'm not gonna mention any names, but there was a couple guys that did that. Especially limestone, they didn't know. Those things blow up when they heat. You get a big one and with like good size one. That thing's you don't want to be around when that thing blows up. It looks like a it's like a I've never seen a grenade go off, but that it's pretty close to that. It has to be because it just blows everything away. It's a good thing nobody got hurt that particular day that that happened. We were sitting in the shade and we were away from the fire. There was only one guy keeping fire, and he was okay. He wasn't anywhere near the explosion. I just want to tell you about that. Like there's rocks. There's a lot of things that I need to clarify with you guys so that like don't use sulfur rocks. Some rocks they just break apart. Which ones those ones are. But you'll know like which ones are solid. You go to the rock pits and stuff and pick them. We always go to rock pits like gravel. Like they always have rock pits, and in some places they're for free. And some places you just pay for the weight or whatever. I mean, if you want to go around picking them, you're gonna be gone for a week picking them from farmers' fields and stuff. Just a little side note, somebody might say, "Oh, you can't go pick there." Come on, sure you can. Of course you can. There's lots of things you could do or we could do. And then, like I said, you bring in the medicines, and I'll talk to you a little bit about how setting up the lodge. Because a lot of people they use it like they make it like a teepee. That works good. You really want to get really scientific. It's like I said, you put three logs, one here, one here, one here, like good lengths, pretty good side lengths, so that and then you cross them with you chop them in half. These longer ones, chop them in half. I like to use jackpine, but there's other wood you could use too that burns well. And there's certain stuff I use too to make the fire burn really fast. We'll get into that after. Uh, yeah, then you put on the bottom. When you put the three ones, you put a bunch of kindling in the middle. Lots of kindling, like birch bark. Weewas is the best because it just burns really fast. Sometimes I make these prior to a couple of days before it's wet. I'll cover it up with a tarp, a couple of tarps. Like I've never gotten hidden by a thunderbolt by doing that. No, nobody's ever, Shomuses have never come, they never, it makes more sense. And when you come put the Shomuses on, there's a certain way I put them on. I put them on like one in the middle, usually in the middle, and then one in the Wabanum, the eastern direction, Wabanum, Jawanum, southern direction, Ningabenum, the western direction, and Kiwik, no, northern direction. And then there's this, I put them in those two directions, and those directions are very important. And then after that, I start putting in the other ones in there. And all of the other ones, like I always pray for different things for those two, the other ones too. But that what that is about when I say the directions, there's a big there's another story I'll get into that with the Sweat Lodge. It connects with another story about Buganeg Ejik. Buganeg Ejik is the circle of life. That's another. It's another very extensive story about our how we live our life. Make Muyog ever since we were little wee ones, and then when I put those rocks on there, I take my time. I don't just throw them on there. Cause I seen lots of guys before, like they want to do things really fast. One guy was throwing the rocks off. I could see them smashing, like little bits smashing. It was like this guy, he's doing it like in the shot way. He ended up hurting his shoulder. I tried to be really fast. It's like, oh man, he was stumbling and stuff, and I was trying to guide him. I shouldn't say try. I was guiding him, and he did learn. Something he must have learned. Lots of guys there that do learn. Some me, I'm still learning lots of times, lots of stuff. Lots of, I've never attained oneness, like where you just say you think you know everything. Never like that. It's never gonna be, never will be like that. So yeah, when I got all the rocks on there, I put tobacco, say Oseyama, Vida Kuchiya, Sagrafi, and then I put make it like a little house, no rocks, just showing. I put a lot of wood on there. Some people say, "Wait, don't use so much wood." It's like, oh, you're gonna heat up the rocks. It's just that's something that I have a pet peeve is when somebody says to me, "Don't use so much wood." It's like, who are you, creator, to say you can't use that much wood? It's just one of my pet peeves. That's all. That people do whatever with their wood. Meanwhile, they got all kinds of wood with their mitig oak. And then there's a name for wood when you cut it down. Why is there another name for it? Because it's living when it's in the ground. And then when you cut it down, it's not living anymore. Just like your bone, it's, it, it's not giving life anymore. It's not giving us that oxygen and stuff. So all these things they all make sense when I know the name. I just can't think of it right now. I just got off a 12-hour shift and everything's a little whatever. I want to talk to you about that. And of course, there's tarps and I'm taking care of a sweat lodge. You want to take those tarps off after you're done because they're going to get moldy and they'll go to waste. You take them off and hang them up somewhere. You know, put them make somewhere you can hang them. Because if you just leave them like that, they're just going to get moldy. People get waste money, whatever. I don't know. It's just all to take care of them. And then you'll have the ribs on there. People say, "Oh, you're not supposed to take them off with the ribs like that." This is so much stuff I hear sometimes, rules and stuff. It's ridiculous. Some of these rules that people make up, and then people will say to me, "Well, wait, who are you to say that? Who am I to say that?" It's because they're stupid rules. I think they try and mix. It's one thing I wanted to talk about. Get this last little bit is when they start mixing other beliefs in with this Red Lodge. I don't like doing that because it's like it just causes like Wiggy down to the it causes a misdirection and there's confusion and it's like I've seen guys do that, and it's just they struggle, or they don't take the time to learn a language, which is so important in doing all this, the language and getting that, knowing that, and doing that. Because if you don't want to do that, then you're just missing out on so much when you listen on the language, listen to the rocks, and you listen to the showman, the people talking. Well, we'll talk tomorrow more about setting up sweat lodge, how to get it ready. The water trees, the trees that grow by lakes, rivers. That's where you want to get them. I personally love using tamarack because it bends nice and all that. But me in describing this, it's gonna take a while because there's very detailed things that need to be said about the midodosiwiin. But I'm also gonna go back and reiterate some things that I went over already because I'm getting feedback about people that are getting confused, and I don't like having that. Like some of my first videos, they're a little bit fragmented, and I've done so much workshops before, and I haven't done them for a while. So for me, it's like I take for granted a lot of things that I need to talk about when it comes to teaching, helping people out. And then if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask me whatever it is that you need to. And I will get a video of after when I go back to circulation after I'm out here. I mean, I could do it right now, but it's just so it's kind of for show you what type of trees to get. There's even a sweat lodge not far from here, but I want to ask for permission if I could take a videotape of it and stuff so that you guys can see that. Because the midodosiwiin for me is such a great. It's a good ceremony. I mean, you could go to a sauna, but I mean, you're not. It's not gonna be the same. You won't be able to bring a drone or bring like medicines and stuff like that. Because that's what the real essence of that when you go to the medicines, drum singing, shishik all the pipes. Because it takes your mind to different, a different, a different gami tune, a different level. I guess you could say. I'm not gonna try to say it's better level. Yeah, it is. It is a spiritual level, very high spiritual level. And you see things, you feel things that you've never felt before. And it can be very scary at first, but it's okay. Things will get good. And I don't want to get. This is going on to almost quite a bit now. I'm getting tired. Been a long night, and I'm glad I got this set up. We will see you again soon. Hopefully, maybe this evening. It's hard for me to get internet up here for some reason or another. Maybe being I'm being watched. I don't know. I don't think so. But you guys have a good day. I'll see you again later. Aho. Miigwech. Akose.